Sorry I can't get a better view of this. We have our cleat and our plate for the bottom. What I did is I went down and found a drill bit that just barely fits through that. It's big enough to let those go through, and what I'm going to do is lay this down as a template. What I'm going to do is use that to drill. Now, with any luck, perfect. So what we'll do now, I got butyl tape here. Now we get to go inside and crank her down. So we got it in and squeezed out. At least now we got somewhere we can actually tie the front of the bow. There was no cleat at all. We're going to try something here.
That's going to be a great show as well, August 16th. By the way, he's also got a chance to wait for those tickets for the Anderson Motor Speedway Friday night's race coming up. Tomorrow morning with a coach, maybe you'll be the big winner. On the way, Garth Brooks, stay with us.
You can clear your head without clearing out your bank account. I'm Tom Bodette, savings guru for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on.
I can't remember when he didn't smoke. He would go outside. I'd be bored.
My wife was the driver to me.
What they did in the zigzag process where they put a million different muscle wiggers in that very important intersection of the old.
So what we did, this is that hawse pipe cover. The only one I could find was West Marine, and they wanted like $35 for the cover, and it's like another $5 to $8 to ship it. So you're looking at $40 just for a freaking cover. So I just grabbed this piece of oak and made one. I routed out that bottom. It's not perfect, but it fits on there pretty snug. So if we lose a piece of free oak, we lose a piece of free oak. We're not losing a $40 cover. Oops. Doing great. This is second coat of varnish. I just hit it real quick with some 220 to knock that roughness out.
Well, his staffers, but in order to get through that,
So we'll put that on and see what happens. Just to cover the hole for a little while. I had to run.
Where they actually got some diversion assets. They convinced, apparently, as of
Probably, I
now,
think it was 6 times I'd ride her out and then I'd run up and try to get me fit because I routed her out small and then kind of enlarged so that it was tight. And the way that's shaped is it
antitrust concerns that a merged company would make only 3 wireless carriers.
branches out so it kind of keeps it snug. But yeah, I had to run up there, come back down, route her some more, run up there, and like I said, I run up and down about 6 times. That's what we got for now. I missed the rain this morning. Timed it completely wrong. Now the shower, I don't have water up there, so I was going to wash the boat while it was raining. But I left it uncovered last night, so we'll go up there in a little bit and check, see if there's any leaks. So this is my little piece I made to save myself $45. As you can see, it doesn't come off very easy. So I don't know if it's going to fly off, but if it does, we didn't lose $40. Well, the good news is we've checked. It's been raining most of the night, and we just got a pretty decent shower. None of that is wet. We used to always have water right here. Looks like we're all sealed up. You can see the water beating on the windows, but seems to be okay. So it looks like we got all our leaks fixed. Come on. You can see that's dry. Good deal. So that's what we got done. We got the little bow pulpit painted. Got a little piece of wood on there to prevent water from getting in there. We got our cleat installed over there. So I left uncovered knowing it was going to rain, hoping it would wash off some of the nasty dirt stuff on it, but it didn't really, and then I tracked more on it. So. But that thing looks amazingly better than it did when I first pulled it in here. Alright, so we're up here again today. It's one of those things where the other day I started to take this off, mainly because I wanted to try to get up underneath and see what's up with this, but I said, oh, we'll leave it. So I patched that little piece painted and I put the cleat in, and I'm second guessing doing all that because I got up here with a spool anchor line. Now this is 1/2 inch line, and there's absolutely no way it's going through this hole to hold it on this spool. And if you see the size of that spool, there's no way in heck I'm getting this line on there. The only line that's going to go through there is like little 1/4 inch line, and I'm just absolutely not comfortable being anchored on 1/4 inch line anywhere. So yeah, I think I finally come down. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. The other thing that's pain in the butt is the one thing is the switch is in the cockpit. Now the winch only goes one way. It only brings it in. If you hit reverse, it just free spools it. So, and I guess that would be enough to anchor it out, but there's no switch to operate it from right here when you're right above it. So I don't know. Like I said, I think the best thing now, If I could get this spool of 1/2 inch line on there, I'd be absolutely on it, but I'm not anchoring on a 1/4 inch line. So it's a nice concept because it would be easy. You could just nose in where you're going, hit a switch in the cockpit and let the anchor fall, but I just don't see it working like that. Okay, so all the way up here is those bolts, and you can see how long they are. They're actually longer than the socket. So instead of sitting here forever screwing those off, I got the grinder and I'm just gonna whack it off. Yeah, we got them all off of there, got the washers off. Talk about rare luck, they actually spun the bottoms without having to hold the top. That never happens. Alright, now to try to yank this thing up. So that's that nasty stuff that's been leaking down onto our side down there. So now we got that cleaned out. What we're gonna do is pack that full of Cavasil. And we'll just sand off and paint over top. It's gonna show because it's smooth, but it's okay. Definitely getting the work out of the epoxy. Own a boat, buy epoxy. You're gonna use it. Yeah, when you're fixing holes and stuff in a boat, like old screw holes, old holes where you had stuff mounted, don't just put silicone in there and think, okay, it's good, because it's what happens is over time the glob of silicone is going to be there, but it slowly separates, and eventually, yeah, it's going to leak. You better just epoxy back over it. Epoxy's not going to separate. I put tape underneath to keep it from running through.